And I'm going to go ahead and get you guys going with this. I hope you enjoy this. Okay, let's go ahead and get it. So listed below are some of the basic maneuvers you should practice to get ready for your road test. These things are critically important and I need you to be super successful. So let's get into parking maneuvers. What kinds of maneuvers, what types of parking will actually be on the test? It depends on what location you are and what state you're in, what province you're in, or where you live around the world. Regardless of where you live, you will have to pull up to a curve, right? Or pull into a parking spot without hitting other obstacles. An obstacle can be a car, a traffic cone, whatever they have set up. It's always a good idea to know where you're parking and the different styles of parking. That is critically important. So here are some of the most common types of parking you should know. There's the straight in parking where you're pulling straight into a spot. Okay. The next type of parking maneuver will be an angle parking spot. You see those at different places in downtown areas. You see those places in malls. So you as the driver need to know where they are. Let's talk about parking next to a curb. If you're parking uphill, you want to turn your wheels all the way to the left. You're parking uphill and you want to pull up your park brake. If you're parking downhill, which is a decline, you want to turn your front wheels to the right, all the way to the right to the curb and pull up your park brake. Those are some of the basic things that you need to know. I've been having people ask me about these things. Let's go to the next. Parallel parking. This is one of the big ones that you need to know. Parallel parking is a huge responsibility. I have some videos linked in my content to show you how to parallel park. So you want to make sure you understand how to parallel park. You want to line your vehicle up straight. You want to back. I always say 0 speed. Okay, you want to back very slow. You want to take your time and maneuver that vehicle in safely, cutting your front wheels all the way to the right, backing in at a 45-degree angle. When you're halfway, you will definitely understand how to reverse in. And when you're halfway back, turn the wheels all the way to the right. Let's go ahead and hit a bonus question right now. Okay, here's your first question. When you are driving up to an intersection that has a solid green light, you should come to a complete stop, yield to oncoming traffic, or proceed cautiously through the intersection. The correct answer is proceed cautiously through the intersection. Let's go on. Let's look at backing up. You want to be able to back up at least 50 feet, looking out of your back window. You want to put your right hand on the shoulder of the seat next to you, the passenger side seat. If your steering wheel's on the left, if it's on the right, it will be opposite. This forces your body to look out of the back window. So you want to be able to hold the steering wheel straight, have your left hand at the top of the steering wheel. If it's opposite, then you have your right hand, whichever you feel comfortable with. You should be able to back up and have the correct posture. Let's talk about driving through a parking lot. Driving through a parking lot is extremely dangerous because you have little kids running across, you have cars coming in, cars going out, people aren't looking, they're walking between cars. I will be doing some content on parking lots. You have to be safe, you have to be a defensive driver, you have to constantly scan left, middle, right, and you want to cover your brake. Let's talk about signaling and turns. You want to have your blinker on 100 feet or half a block prior to you turning. This gives people time to reduce their speed. This remind them that you're turning, and it's important to develop that timing. A lot of beginning drivers lack that specific timing. So 100 feet or half a block. You will be marked down if you don't turn your blinker on early and appropriately. Too early or too late are both dangerous. Let's talk about proper lane positioning. Before we get into proper lane positioning, let's get to another question. Here's your next question. Why are pavement markings on our roads important? They give you important information on the road you're traveling. They add color to the road. They tell you you've missed your turn. They give you information on the road you're traveling, regardless of where you are in the United States or somewhere else in the world. Let's go to the next part of this. So we're talking about proper lane positioning. A lot of beginning drivers struggle with proper lane position. If you don't know, I'm a state certified instructor. I've been teaching teens and adults 21 years. So I'm blessed to be in this opportunity. So you have to know how to keep your car centered. You want to look ahead as far as you can. You don't want to look down at the lines. You want to aim high and look ahead. Let's talk about speed control and awareness. Be aware of what the speed limit is. Drive at the safe speed. Slow down for obstacles on the road, weather conditions, or other hazards. Let's talk about proper braking in 3-4 turns, and then we will stop. I will do part 2 at another time. Proper stopping. When you're stopped, you need to stop behind the stop line and have a very smooth, consistent stop. This is really important. So after you stop behind the stop line, if your road tester or DMV instructor tells you to move forward, then you move forward. You have to look to the left to check traffic. You have to look to the right and make your final traffic check to the left. Turn in the nearest lane. So let's review. I'm a state certified instructor. I teach teens and adults. I've been doing driver's ed 21 years. If you like this content, give us a thumbs up, tell your friends, subscribe, and share. I wanted to say thank you so much.